Good day, everyone, and welcome to part 4 of Alan Wake Remastered. We'll crack on where we left off. I'm looking at left in suspended mode, so it's not too bad. So yeah, we'll crack on and enjoy. I would like to say I've had a nice few messages in my last playthrough, so if you're watching this episode, thank you very much for those lovely comments. It actually made it worthwhile actually doing this, because I just get up an hour and about doing these videos because of lack of people viewing them, which is a shame, but at the same time I enjoy doing this. So yeah, I shall progress and we shall continue. That was a very long intro, but anyway, let's proceed.
Please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Yeah, sorry about it, I was just on my headset because it was quite
How the
low.
hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen,
Yeah.
I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
Got a bit of a
As
limp
I
there.
was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Sounds like an episode of Eerie, Indiana, if anyone remembers that show.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a town that was close to the dimensional rift, if I remember correctly. It was like two kids that was trying to stop all the strange adventures, and one episode I remember vividly is the episode where dogs were eating people. It's like very disturbing. And this little boy at the end of the episode disappeared, and he found glasses on the dog. It was like, oops.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Or did they transform?
Gets better. A local girl,
No, it's Goosebumps.
Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure,
Lovers.
Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Okay. Don't know why, but that sandpit being there is quite disturbing. Is this the house? Can we progress?
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer.
How's
Mind
that?
me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Couldn't you ask that before you showed me where I was? Oh well. C'est la vie. Knock knock. She's already there. You can see the outline.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
I'd rather not.
Hey, this is really good.
Of course it is.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry!
Drugs.
What?
You know, I completely forgot all about this.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
That's creepy.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Speaking of horror stories, how creepy is that back wall? Dear me. Nice other books on there. Disturbing telly. What is that? Alright, there's a 50 Shades of Grey book there. Alright then, let's proceed.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right.
Cheers for that.
Deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Can I talk to you?
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark. My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Oh, that's good. Get some backup. Bit creepy how he says past their bedtime. Right, nothing over here. Can't believe I keep forgetting and losing the gun as well. Didn't realise I lost it that many times.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, hi, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but...
Excuse me?
I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just...
Spit it out.
Well, I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Oh, copyright. Run away. Yes, problem with these last few videos, I've had to cut the last few seconds out of audio or mute the music. Oh, stairs. Oh, I thought it was a bit higher than that. Right, what creepy ass thing. Hey up, see a normal person. It is.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Why?
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Blaine!
Slow down for unknown reason. Don't know what happened there.
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Why shoot me? My wife's missing. I haven't done anything.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on.
Leg it. This is really cool, actually. Surprising how much you forget. Now, if I can just keep running without losing breath every 10 seconds.
Okay, man. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
I just did.
Oh, damn.
Oh, bloody hell. I do love it how the police officers stay on the top. And they don't come down. Sorry, I didn't see you then. Ah, gone the wrong way. Well, yeah, I'm unfit. I could run better than that.
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the rider on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Ooh. You're telling me now I'm getting attacked. And the police didn't see that. There's a page there, so I'm grabbing that. And can you?
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Well then. So there's a police car, but there's no bodies. It wants me to go there. Make sure there's nothing down here. Nope. So I won't get all the coffee, but I would like to get the most of the coffee. Oh, I'm not armed, trust me. Feels a bit like Far Cry 5 at the minute.
Search the area.
Oh dear. What was happening? Typical.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Well, they're going to be after me, and they're going to blame me for all this as well. How did you smash this car? Simple. I turned into a Hulk. So I'm just looking at the stars.
You on the ground. Hold it right there.
Nope.
Freeze!
Come on, you can surely see how they're trying to kill me. Yeah, what happened there? Oh, the birds. Blocked by the tree. Right. Check over here first. I'll say one thing, it is a shame this was not an open world game. I do like the linear path as well, but at the same time would have been cool. Considering I've been chased by loads of police officers, there's not a soul in sight. Is that the petrol station from earlier? Oh well. One button. And can you?
This is James. Mulligan Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what you... Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Mm. Let's see what this telescope shows us. If I could stop jumping. There we go.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Right, radio station it is then. Alley up. Let's see how we get on with this now with no weapons.
I imagine that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
I bet I'll kill him.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Ah, convenience.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Ugh. But there is coffee. Great. That's called Batman. But that didn't last very long, did it? And how do you boost the light? Just will it? I think I actually said that in the book, actually. Just will the light. Ah, right. Alright. Nice to be like that. Ah, torch. 5 batteries included. I'm thanking you. I just need a gun and I'm business.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Well, the fair gun, but flash grenades will help.
Sheriff Breaker, report. Over.
Oh, hello. Oh, that was cheating. Well, that was a waste of grenades. 1 each. And we've had 3 each. Oh. At least I got 2. Come on, get me to the light source. Ah. Oh, it feels so bad wasting them now.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even do
Here
it.
as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Run away, copyright. The most scariest thing of all. That wasn't too bad, 2 flashes. There we go.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Ooh. Sounds terrible, that. Hey, more coffee. Actually, I'm surprised he's not actually severely knackered because he's been awake for like 3 days. Yeah, I have a present. Ah, do I have to go back on myself? Oh. I was about to say explode, would you? Don't know what that's going to do. Oh, nice. What's that say? Trust no one in the dark. Walk in the light. Good stuff. I feel like there should be something else here, but oh well. Oh, nice little checkpoint. I hope. Oh, police car. Get me to the lights. Ah, inconvenient. That's flash grenades, make it count. Sugar. Bit of a waste, but hey ho. Now, if I could just run a bit faster, I'd be grateful. Oof. Thank goodness for the flare. Really thank goodness for the flare. Dear me. See, always worth going to extra side places.
I hoped Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Some nice coffee. You know, I don't actually like coffee. Don't mind a bit of tea here and there. I have a nice 10-second cool-off period.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Well, no.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Well, that was most use, was it?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
But why did he? Well, so I'm just down to my flares now. I noticed for that. In your face, suckers. Well, at least I got some bullets again now. How many flares? 3. Into that. How many bullets? 9. Cool.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Could be a little lady with a lamp. Oh, nice. Oh. Yeet. Well, didn't manage that well. What else have we got around here? That did not sound healthy. Can I get on the tree? Yes, I can. Cool. I wonder if there's humans shooting all the cans. Is that a page up there as well? What's the problem with all this murky stuff? It's hard to tell. It is a page.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
ATO. My way, my stamina's terrible. To the light. Ah, maxed up again.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Go and get some nice loot. Maxed out, brilliant. Jesus. Did not like the way you moved. Well, luckily there's no box of bullets in here. It's just the way he moved there really made me jump. It's just like... I mean, this game's not scary, but it does definitely make you jump. Is that another page I see?
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Okay, forget about pressing the instant back button, but hey ho.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Follow. Well, this is going to be fun, isn't it? I love physics. Just adds so much.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ooh! That didn't kill me. Not exactly what I had in mind. Alright. I wasted a shotgun shell. If in doubt, go towards the pages.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Oh.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Oh, I can see some coffee. Right, get the flashbang ready. Oh, the sound detail just then you there. Clank. Hello there. No. I did not call my Nice. That was a lot easier than I thought. Nice. If there's not a trophy for that, I will not be amused. A few shots left, so that's good. In the light, you can hunt them. Okay. Also, I got another episode of the Twilight Zone ripoff.
Our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, A Family Occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit.
Okie dokie.
Night Springs.
Bit of a short, disturbing one. I don't remember that either. Nope. Thought I missed the manuscript then.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Yeah. Okay. Boss fight. Oh, come on. Good. Oh. That's what I can say to that. Oh, I noticed the birds that time. Oh, come on. Hey, press the dodge button, thank you. I went better this time. Unless I got the supplies I can get. I might lose them anyway. And look at that, a car. There's 8 keys in it. But there's so many I've missed as well. I do like when you see it from the corner of your eye, it's like, ah.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
What's the point of getting out of the car then? Might as well just stayed in it.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the Dark Presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Sorry, I thought there might have been a collectible behind there. I don't understand why the FBI is after me. I really don't. Like I said, it probably does tell you, but I just can't remember. It's weird driving in the day. It really is, otherwise. Yeah, man. Don't happen to sound there. I know it's going the wrong way. Ah. Right, take your time getting out. Bloody hell.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBS FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. And I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Run away! That's cool. Right, back in the car I go then. So I've got to run out of breath first. I didn't run that bloody far. Yeah. Glad I didn't decide to run it all, because I would have been here all night. Or in the game sense, all day. Bit good that have their sirens. Another building to check out. Was I here last night? No. Come on, just listen to the radio of the car.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Okay, finished. I know the radio's a collectible as well, but when you just want to crack on with the game. Does that have more weapons? Nope, can't access them. Oh, I can change my car. I won't, but I can.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Yeah, and some free coffee. And can you? Right.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Oh. Probably didn't sign his autograph. Sign his book, sorry.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Listen, I loved how he flicked the air and the dust moved.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
That's how they get out.
Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
And how do we get out? But that was loud.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
I won't mind, but I went through that door to get up here, so why is it locked? Oh well, it's gone the right way. Caution. Would you like to go down to the pits of hell? Oh, I'm missing one
When
page.
Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his
Exploding time. Oh, is that it? I have to take advantage as well. There's a big crate there. God, you're scary. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot. Bloody hell. Where did it go? Ah, I got stuck. Ha 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 ha. In your face. Right, word. What's going on here? Right, at least that's one down. Bloody hell. I like that detail where it's like on the roof. Well, lid. Well, side. Right, so I have to go that way. Sorry, I'm determined to get most of the coffee. Ahaha, you're stuck, are you? You stay in there. I knew there was something else in there. Anything else? Nope. Good stuff.
What the hell?
It's the thing from the Evil Dead.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Oh, look at this, an open space. Oh, now it's going to happen. To have the power. About 50 of them. Oh, scrap that. Whoa, there is a lot. Nice. Whew. What have I got? Have I got a flare bullet? No, I do not. So nice, stung me at then. Come on, Wake. Get your ass into gear. Ah, nice. I can get up. Ah, in your face. Ooh, there is a lot. Took long enough to explode, did you? Oh, get stuffed. Dear me. By the way, the flashlight's well needed. Well, glad I got some more batteries now. Killer chair! Was meant to drop a flare there, but not complaining. That's terrifying. So I heard footsteps from behind there. Oh, come on. That was me, I would have been dead. Just knowing in the dark. Okay, I get the messages. I thought I saw a ladder. Nice bit of coffee. I love these chairs. Used to be a bar I used to go to years ago called Sharky's, and I'd love a chair like that, and a couch was so comfy.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Yeah, right. Never guess, another boss fight. That tree felt very weird.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Right, so I was just seeing if there's any collectibles. And strange black moving. Oh, sorry. Oh, get out of it. Here, have a grenade on. Why is it in games big fellas are generally more bullet spongy? I know that's the point before everyone gets at me, but it's just a weird how in real life, big or small, you would die from a single bullet shot.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Bloody hell. Another piece of coffee. Well, that was me being dumb. Just let me get the coffee. Thank you. You know, when you've done something, it's easier just to go over it again, but when you try and do it, it's like, At least I wasn't far to travel. Wow. Oh, hello. Come on, then. Oh, seriously, come on. How many axes have you guys got, really? Right, is there any more bullets in this chest before I proceed? Because I feel like I've wasted a lot. Nope. Fair enough. On the upside, at least I've got some free flares.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Yes. Right, why can't I switch my shotgun? Ah, that's a lot better. Alright, it's time to go that way, but I have a feeling that I miss something if I don't go this way. I think it's multi-choice by the looks of it. Yeah, have a flashbang. He was close. just turn you on? Thank you. I've not got them all then. I must say that's a well-placed flashbang then. See how I'm going? That must be. Evil Dead vibes.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The shift may cause cancer.
Oh wait, how many flash? None. Right. Hey. They have batteries. That's all right then. Hello.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Thanking you. Took a while to kill that cat, I tell you.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
No. Okie dokie. Well, let's proceed. Oh no, kill a fridge. Sorry, fridges. Oh, sorry, there's a bit lame boss battle. Ooh. Nearly. Oh, last flare as well. Oh my word, seriously. Yes. So I wasted a perfectly good flare on you and you still killed half my health. Ah. Keys. And coffee. Got to have my coffee. My word, that was a long time to open that door.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Okie dokie. Now there's got another flag on ammo. There you go, the hunting rifle is more powerful. Right.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Bloody hell. Nice. Bloody hell, I'm well sorted for ammo.
Birds.
Lack of where's my flare? Lack of stairs.
Birds.
Sorry, we can see it going a mile off. Ooh. My word. Down we go. Now, if the birds come down here, it would be a terrifying sight. Reminds me of the Quarrius. Sorry, Dusk Till Dawn. Is it Dusk Till Dawn? That multi-choice game. So let's go to the Cauldron Lake. Oh. right? So I know this isn't the right way, but I have a feeling.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
I was going to say I thought there was a collectible down here, but I think I've gone the wrong way for that.
Alice?
Oh.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Ah, I was right.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Ah, so is that like a secret cutscene I just found there as well? It's this running that gets me down. My way, how many pages?
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Rude. Yeah, stuff it. Are they chasing me? No, they're not. So I just want to see if there's a page up there. Wasted a bit of flares there.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
My word. Can you? That wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be a massive pain in the ass. Still could be a pain in the ass. How'd I go there? Ah, ladder right here. Oh, say what? It was a bit too eager. Went up one level too high. Oof, oh, and they jumped off then. Seriously? Ooh. Ah. I would be annoyed if I fell down the ladder beforehand. Oh, don't. Nope. I give him a chance to react, did it? Take your time, Alan. Take your time.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Well, that's far into the future then. Oh, come on.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Well, technically I've already killed the birds. I'm sure there'll be more though. Typical. Right then.
Shit.
Might as well use a few. Here's a mirror now. Didn't really take me this long to do. Nice. Just hoping that was going to work. I must say that was a really cool shot as well of the upward camera. Right. Typical.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Yeah. Oh well, I thought they'd been there by now. Mighty kick. Or mighty push. Don't use your gun, just use your foot. Jeez Louise. Tom, I missed Tom. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. I curse you, Thomas. Oh, bloody hell. Nice. That's not too bad. Oh, you're still alive. Ah, I don't want to use another shell. Oh. Oh, I wasted a flare there, but oh well.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Of course it did. Oh, another page.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. Dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't...
Bloody hell, I had by the neck there. Right, gonna end it there just for copyright issues, because last time I let it play I had to edit it out. But yeah, it's a bit longer than I expected. I thought it would be done in an hour, but obviously 2 hours. So thank you very much for watching all the way through. I shall do the next episode tomorrow hopefully, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon.